bizarre. Now the claims are
Reporting for duty. We're back. We're back. We're on a mission. Thanks everyone for coming by. What is it? It's the day. It's day. It's probably Woden's day today. Welcome back. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Always looking forward. Always looking forward to making it happen. Welcome. Like the stream. Can everyone hear me and see me? Thanks. A lot of action today. A lot of good thinking. A lot of burning thinking lately. The last stream we had on Saturday I found to be of an exceptional quality. I was happy about the outcome. So it's just got me in the boat. How's everyone feeling? How's everyone doing? Everyone holding up against all the news? Everyone like the news lately? I'm seeing the rundown of it right now. It looks like they're rebooting Wicked. A lot of fans of Wizard of Oz and Wicked in here, right? You realize after years that all you see, your whole life, if it revolves around cinema, if you live decades, you see the same thing nonstop. I remember this whole Wicked thing back in, I don't even know, 07, 08. You fast forward however many years, the new one looks a little bit, the new one looks a little bit more current year, I think. There's some odd details about it that I find intriguing. Anyway, there's that. There's some Nintendo thing. If it's not a cell phone, I don't want to hear it. What's the Switch? Is there going to be another Switch? Bro, hey, they've beaten 60 frames out of me. I like 30 frames more now. Even though the first games I was playing when I was a kid were 60 frames. Oh, you don't remember playing Super Nintendo, Genesis, NES? You don't remember that they were 60 frames even back in the 80s? You're in the 80s, you're playing games with 60 frames. Anyway, I actually prefer 30 now. Because the 30 frames allows easier your mind to blot out all of the subpar art asset creation. For instance, the game from Obsidian. Space fuck. I think it's called... I don't know anymore. I don't know if my brain purposely kicked a lot of my memories out, or if I'm just like pickled. What's the game? Outer Worlds. It's actually a blessing to have that game run at 30 frames. There's so much. You look at the ground, there's how much? So much. All this shrubbery. You walk outside any space shanty on any planet in damn freaking Outer Wilds. Absolutely staggering. Staggered by, surrounded by, confused by shrubbery, brush, bush, stone, pebbles, rocks. Now, I know I'm just listing off normal things, like I was in the kindergarten class or something. But if that's all you see, your brain gets tired. So I want to just say that about 30 frames. I got pretty mad at David. Remember David? Remember Detroit and Beyond Two Souls? You remember that one? Well, when we were playing Detroit, I'm only angry, not angry, just, I guess, queer. When you don't give the player, if you're trying to make a video game, depends if you're trying to make a video game, you give the player a choice what the refresh rate should be at. Unless you're dealing with some Junko thing, Gamebryo, whatever the Fallouts run on. I know if you go above 60 frames, you start running 1,000 miles per hour. I'm like, oh my, the games that I used to, now that's the golden age. Hearing stuff like that, I'm like, oh man, now that's the ticket. That's what every party needs. Technology like that. Where's John Carmack when you need him? Where the hell's John Carmack when you need him? He's building rockets. He's building rockets. Well, he used to be a long time ago, so long time ago. I figure he just lost his mind. Or maybe he wanted to know about the firmament. Maybe he was thinking about the dome. Anyway, you give players a choice. If you want 30 frames, games that are made by have bad art direction, perhaps bad procedural stuff, they make your brain sick. You stare too long in that picture, it'll make your dick sick. Anyway, there's that. I have no idea what Nintendo could possibly be doing. Unless they're making tarot cards again. Or, I don't know. I'd like to play Wind Waker. I'd actually like to play Wind Waker. I mean, I could play it right now, I guess. Just freaking, you know how it goes on PC? Plug a cartridge in. So there's that. No idea what Nintendo could be doing. I'm not even sure I want to know yet. I'm just giving everyone a rundown. All this news, as I was saying before, you're getting a lot of hell rides. Hey, we were told these days would come. Wars and rumors of wars. And I'm going to hazard an assumption that earthquakes and floods and tornadoes, I don't know, I have no idea, were also mentioned. I'm just going to... These are kind of fun. They're fun times. It's a little bit fun right now. What's next? Can only imagine. Well, I don't want to. Look what happens. We get the raped back together and all hell breaks loose. I'm afraid to imagine disasters or to make prophecies on these crazy things. I don't like to anymore. Let Candace do it. Okay? Yo, Terry, what's up? Bleach, yo. What's up, everybody? Hi. Forgot to even say hi. You get what I'm saying? I don't even... Well, I don't want to will things into being. Like, at least like that. Zarek, yo. Yo. So, I got some tabs set up, got some news set up. We could go to some crazy stuff. I have a few things I've been thinking about a tiny bit. Not much, a little bit, a lot. A little bit of the all much. You remember that line? It was a bar. World War One. I don't know if it was in Germany or France. It was a movie we watched a while ago. I don't want to get into it. Someone was describing this woman at a bar. Maybe it could have been a prostitute because someone had made a comment, at least in, I don't know, it could be West Front. One of the guys was getting friendly with one of the barmaids, and he remarked that these were soldiers on leave for a little bit. He remarked that he and her were going to be married for about 15 minutes. Woo! That one hit like, it's like someone was in the room the whole time like this, hey, and you're like, what the hell? Like, it hit me like I couldn't believe it. Hit me like there was someone in the room the whole time. I thought that was really funny. But the other one was another description of woman as a bit of the all right. I really appreciated that one. Welcome to my world, everybody. Let's get crazy tonight. Too crazy? I don't know. How much is too crazy? Don't ask me. I'm the last guy you want to ask about what too crazy is. You come to the end of the... You have to go to the back of the bus if you want my opinion on that. So anyway, looking forward to seeing the Joker. Joker looks pretty good. You want to get on the Joker again? Not really, I'm kidding. I should see that. I've always wanted to see Lady Goo Gobbler in a movie. I never saw her in any. I know she did some sort of reality TV way back in the day, right? But there was something funny. I don't know. There was some silly thought I had about it, but I think it was executed a few minutes ago in front of a firing squad. So, putting my feelers out, seeing if everyone wants to go to hell. Not literally. Look at how the deepness we've been touching lately. I think it's refreshing. These things have to be got. And I haven't been following up with what everyone else is running with, you know what I mean? The Candaces and I don't know, some of the other legends that spearhead the fringe conspiracies with a license to. That's okay. Mirth. That's all I say. Just put on the Lady Goo Gobbler video when she was at her show and she was barfing everywhere. She was turning around barfing over. She was on stairs or on a higher story than the bottom stage. She was barfing, putting her hair back, barfing, doing dancing, shooing people away when they're like, "Hey, what's wrong?" They're live during the show. They're like seeing what's up with her. Was gonna start giving her the Heimlich maneuver during the show. So she's shooing guys away, fucking hosing puke around the edge, and then immediately like right back into it, doing the dancing. All the dances, they're all synchronized with her. That was one of the best videos I've ever seen. I love that video. How do you beat that? Well, make a movie. They should make a movie specifically about that moment. Firehouse. Firehouse puking, though. It's unbelievable. This is pub food. Well, yeah, the news was very insane. I've been thinking some wild stuff. I just don't know if, I never know if we're gonna be at the bottom of the well and ring. You know what I mean? If we're gonna get down in it like that, you never know. So I want to say, Grigideratus Media, thanks for the 5 bones, pal. I'm gonna start off with that. Who's ready to get spinal? I have Mike Tyson coming on later. We're going to be writing poetry. So there's the science, there's the disaster. I didn't even want to do it again. We kind of got into it pretty good. There's always more patterns I need ice cream now. There's always more patterns to notice, and I don't want to really be Mr. Doom. I just cannot believe it. And there's conspiracies, this, conspiracies, that, but what are we going to. The wars and rumors of wars and disasters that are. I mean, I'm a bit leery. I feel a bit queered using the word natural. Big naturals. There's some big naturals hitting lately. Yo, Jessica Drake, how you living? So I don't. What do you do? Start talking about dams? Start talking about this and. It's one thing again that you, I guess, could realize. It's for your benefit. Ochi, how you doing? It's that no matter what sort of disaster happens, and what tragedy happens, or what conspiracies are tied to it, even if they're talked about it relatively in the mainstream. You see, at least years of observing, you see business as usual. No matter what. Yo, Epiphany's in here? Is that what you said? Biff? What am I seeing? I'm seeing familiar names, but I just can't. I guess I need better glasses. Yo, Can Dog, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Yo, Ninja, for the saw or the fin. I don't even know what it is anymore. Five bow. Five bow. Welcome. Oh yeah, Biff's distributor. Yo, what's up? How the heck you doing? How are the days? Days are crazy for everyone, to be honest with you. But I don't know what else I have to add about the disasters because I just don't want to. And I have nothing even to add about the business as usual. You know, it's not meant to demoralize, but I don't have. I guess. I guess you could learn how to pray better. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that other than Nintendo making some sort of Sonic game. Was that in the news? Nintendo going bankrupt, shutting down. The Nintendo headquarters was leveled this evening by all of the ROM site crews when they got together to become the Raped. Well, that's not going to happen. It'd be silly though. So I'm kind of curious about this. What's this? Alarmo? What is this? Alarmo? Is this some sort of spicy food or is this a new mascot? Surely it can't be an alarm. It'll be like Firehouse. Firehouse rules if I'm clicking that link and it turns into an alarm clock. I so I might lose my mind. Firehouse subs. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, it's already drawing me into insanity. This Nintendo thing, like it's making me silly already. I just don't. I don't know if I want to. You always feel a reluctance unless you really, really feel like talking about something specific. But yeah, let's take it to Nick. Nick Mick. Thanks for the 10 quid, pal. I have a weird obsession with the White Rabbit song. Do you know it? Something about it. I remember we built the city. I remember Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship. Who doesn't remember that old one? Which is I don't know, man. I mean, we all usually people remember it. If anyone's going to remember it, it's from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. If you want my intuition, if anyone's going to remember, what do you go? Unless you were listening to it in the '60s. Anyway, the woman. What's the woman? The woman that sings in the band. White Rabbit always was too I'm not really big into 60s music, okay? I'm not really big into 60s music, especially psychedelic music. There are some very fine elements to that song. I'm a big fan of We Built the City. She, is it Grace Slick? Are you guys crazy? I've never heard these names. I shouldn't even open my mouth. Anyway, she's the only one that I can recall outside of Mariah Carey that can hit those high notes. She was more of fucking zombie core during the 60s, but when the 80s came around, is that even the same person? Does anybody know what I'm even saying? That song bothers me. But your obsession with it, you're saying, I don't know, we're we gonna break out of a carbon map of adrenochrome? Oh boy, come on. But I don't know what the obsession could be with her. Unless you like Lewis Carroll, who is the patron saint of something provocative. Hey, what can I say? The only thing about Alice in Wonderland that I can even stomach is the Alice in Wonderland world in King's Quest 6. That's it. Air today, gone tomorrow, right? With Alexander, Graham's son. That goes back. You put your back into it if you try to remember that game. That's silly. Spine Shank. Woo! Wow, I can't believe that aperture. What I'm hearing. What I'm hearing. Spine Shank. Woo! That's crazy, man. You'll have to get your back into it if you want to remember those times. Who's ready for some advanced calculations? Caleb, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Glad you're here. First stream you had time to catch? Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. Thanks for coming by. Tragically Hip? Oh, yeah, I remember. Remember the farewell show for them? Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, imagine first stream. I would go crazy if I was a stranger and I was watching me. I would go crazy. I can't imagine. I try not to. I'd probably just go crazy. Yeah, I've never. I mean, the Canadians, they make good musicians, and I've never, I haven't listened to enough Tragically Hip. But that show is weird. We watched it when we were doing the Charles World streams from back in the day. We put on at least we did some highlights of the Tragically Hip final show. The front man was dying of something, so it was just insane. I thought it was. The morbid's not the word because what do you do? He's like, nah, I'm just gonna hang back. And it's just, I don't know. It's just like it's just one of those thoughts, one of those lines of thinking where you're like, oh man. I don't know what else to say about, but Tragically Hip. They always had songs that were, my music at work. They're like crazy, like at the drive-in, in my opinion. At least that guy's style or the energy he puts forth, it's almost like at the drive-in crazy. How the music is crazy. Well, not crazy, crazy, but I mean that goes back. Oh, I put my back into it. Remembering that. What's that? 98 or something like that? I just put my back into it. Remembering that. Terry, 21 months. Love My Way. Psychedelic Furs. They're coming around. Wish we could listen to that right now. Oh, yeah, Ochi, you saw lightning bolt over the river? Thought about what I saw about hearing Over the River and Through the Woods live when they played. Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was insane. Shit was crazy. That's nice. That's awesome. It was another lifetime where I saw them live. Like I can't even, dude. That's like it's weird to think of these days. I don't want to start rambling about. Uh, yeah, psychedelic. That's crazy, man. Love My Way. You see, songs and pop and music have always been rainbow flags since before you were born. You ever listen to Love My Way? I wonder what that's about. Hey, and I'm not criticizing it. I don't mind thinking about two guys fucking stuff like that. I'm listening to it. Love my way. It's a new. You know what I mean? I'm like this, listening to it, imagining I'm smelling it. I don't. I'm not. I'm no stranger to that. I've been listening to Tool and Nine Inch Nails forever. Yeah, I'm tasting it. Tasting it. I mean, everything. It's always been like this, but that's another you know, bag of beeholes. But psychedelic, that's so crazy, man. It's, I wonder if I'll be doing that, in 20, 30 years or whatever. I'm touring with Psychedelic Furs. No, I'm just saying, I mean, I've been looking forward to many, many, many years of like 311 touring at like 65, 70 even. Like I'm like, oh man, that's so awesome. And I know I don't listen to any music lately. I just 311 is the best and funniest example I can think of. You can say Metallica or Green Day. Green Day is perhaps the best example. I think Green Day is well, Green Day. Green Day. Uh, I just like it. I just like it. I just like it that we can all get old together. Don't you like that? See, that's kind of like that. Me, interestingly enough, I like that. It's not just you. It's everyone. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, listening to Nimrod on repeat. Wow. Geek Stink Breath, right? That song's good. It's the only, I think it's the only good song on the album, isn't it? That song's good. Well, that's Green Day for you. I think they should just do an American Idiot tour again. I think they should get back, just like freaking My Chemical Romance. You know how those guys were doing the red and the black? They were doing the power goth or goth bottom. I don't know what to call it, but they should. Oh, they did a musical. They should do an American Idiot. Either American Idiot 2, they should try to follow up with another concept album, see if they still got it in them, or maybe they should just re-record American Idiot and just re-release it. And they could remove the F word and the N bombs and all the stuff that was in the album. They recorded backmasking. I mean, listen to me. I am the king of hot takes. Roachfort is on top of me. There's certain things that come out of my mouth and I look at him, I'm like, what? When it's like that. And so I have a good string of hot takes that are technically embarrassing to admit, but still, I'm qualified to admit to things that are, I don't know what to call the word. Let's say like saying, I like Green Day. Yo, Afina, welcome to the club. I like Green Day, and I know this is weird, and I don't know if it's because I'm like, I don't know, a boomer or whatever I am. I like American Idiot. And I remember the Dookie days. Yeah, the Dookie days were big, and and they were consistent with their albums, the most consistent. Warnings, especially, like they went in other directions, crazy directions, I guess you could say. I like Green Day, and I like American Idiot, and I've seen the tour. And that, I guess you would definitely consider that one of the hot takes that I think Nick would really appreciate. I got a bunch. One is I'm gay. One is, where are the hot takes? I'm not going to read them all. I'm just going to add this. Probably die if I even look for it for one more second. I'll probably look up to the camera. I'll be like The Ring. That was one of them. The Green Day thing. I like Green Day. Edema. You watch you watch him crumble. Remember Giving In? Remember how he's crumbling? Shit's so funny. Like the stream, please. Gosh darn it. Yeah, so Nick gets it. I do have more. I mean, we could even talk about them. We could talk about some of my hot takes. My Metallica take? I've never been a Metallica guy. Though I do like whatever that album is, Ride the Lightning or whatever, the one with For Whom the Bell Tolls or whatever. I forget. I don't know. But there, I do have some good, really super hot takes. He finds it lovable that I have an appreciation for pop because his pop is. I mean, it's technically an embarrassment, but it depends. I don't know. It just depends. Yo, Barbatus, what's up? Beating me down, biting me down. You mean Barbatus, don't you? Don't you mean that? The hot takes. I don't know. I mean, what's I mean, I guess I could just search hot. Why isn't it the first one that comes up? What is going on? Let me click this. This is enough to make you mad. Oh. Oh, they're probably tiny, fucking tiny images. I wasn't saving old stolen history pages, right? A lot of it is just small images, but let me just pull one out for you guys real quick, seeing as though we're on the topic. All right? I can't even isolate the image. I swear to God, man, this is such shit. What do you mean? Let me see the image. Dude, this is crazy, man. What does it think it's text? Give me a second. Dude, hold on. Don't let me get too distracted. Where's me? There I am. See if this worked. Dude, you could. Okay, so that was a mistake. What I just did was just waste. I just wasted. I got wasted in front of everybody. Just don't know why this isn't at the top. This is so. It's like there's a demon in here. There's a straight demon in here. We all know that by now, don't we? Okay, let me add this in. Oh, yeah, Green Day. Never forget Green Day. Ever. Hot takes? What's this? Neophyte. MXPX. Charles, have you ever read the Cabalion Thoughts? No, I haven't. Who's that? The Three Initiates? I forget that guy's name, like Billy, Bob, Norman, something or other. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I bet it's interesting. I just don't know what it's going to teach me, though. What is it going to teach me? I could ask you the same question. Is it better than what is it better than the stuff that we've been getting into lately? Is it better than that? I bet it's not. I wish Green Day would go on an American Idiot tour again. Hey, thanks, Afina. I'm feeling cute today. I'm feeling real cute. I just, I don't know. Subjectivism and mental illness. I don't like the new agey stuff or the spiritualism or whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't like it. It just feels like stumbling stones. I'll just say that. Uh, I couldn't imagine at least reading a summary of it would hurt because that's what I would do. I would just read a condensed version or a fast summary of it. Just couldn't like what's just I like I just like these more. I think I get to more. And not an obsession, but I don't know how to summarize that line of thinking, but an obsession with the mechanical operations of the body or the energy and all that. And I'm not saying even that's about that. I don't remember what Cabalion is. The law of one or something, or I don't remember. And this is not what's good about this is not the obsession with the controlling. I don't know. Just there's a lot of meditation or this and that. Just it just doesn't seem like real living. I don't know. I just thought I'd say that. The beings obsessed with the new age things just doesn't seem like living. It seems like something else. It seems like hacking. Or it seems you know how like a hacker's life is not normal? It just seems like it's not like a life. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know anything. I'm intrigued by it though. But I like this still. But I'm not deep in. I can't even get deep in because it blows my mind when I read it. I feel my mind becoming stronger. Remember the guy got that disease one time and said he felt himself becoming stronger and then he died? And someone made a meme about him, of his death. I think that was nice of them. Remember? Maybe that might have been the first Shiny Eyes meme. I'm becoming stronger or something like that. Well, I'm becoming less. Yeah, no, I'm just I don't even know. Do we want to putt around with this sort of stuff? And I'm not looking to obsess, but there are certain irrefutable things that we've been delving into lately. But the hacking life just seems so. I don't know. Maybe it's normal. Maybe it's normal. I don't know. Please like the stream, or hell is next. Please like the stream, or when the lights go out, death is next. Remember that one? So, I'll tell you this. Sometimes I worry. Worrying is not a natural condition and it's a sin. I don't know a better word than to call it that. I'll hold that thought for a second. Cabalion is a diluted version of Hermetic thought, cuts away the more esoteric elements, makes a pretty simplified version of philosophy. Unfortunately, discretion often kills the frog. Okay, okay, okay. Worrying wastes time, but I'm just speaking rhetorically. One thing, worry isn't the word. One thing I ponder that is a big one is being guilty of spiritual. Let me put it this way. What if what if this is, and I know this already sounds like a meme, but people don't exactly, it's memed out, and let's just say it this way. We're not far from Sodom, or maybe Sodom, but that isn't going to mean anything to most people, in that they'll picture, I don't know, gays, or maybe people getting lusty after angels or their daughters or guests, you know what I'm saying? Um, in that it is completely, probably a facsimile of Sodom and Gomorrah, perhaps even before you were alive, in that you know what I'm saying? In you don't you never people don't ever consider themselves to be citizens of Gomorrah or citizens of Sodom. But what if you are? And you may think that these places only had incredible abomination that is usually restricted to the most hardcore, well, it's not even the most hardcore conspiracies. The mainstream's getting there with the Puff Daddy stuff. Like, they're, you know, they're rolling it out. But I mean, there is much, like the stuff you read about. The stuff you read about is straight up nothing. That's like I thought nothing of it moment. If you walked into a room and you saw the Diddy stuff, it would be like, compared to compared to all of the children of the culture, generally speaking, all the children of the civilization, generally speaking, participating in the sex culture simply by being exposed to it through culture in media, TV, music, news, cartoons, and everything. In that, children in participation of sex have already been mixed in ways that normal people don't think about, is what I mean. And if you're waiting for the hard core abomination, you know what I'm saying? You need not wait any longer, because you're already in that civilization. What does that mean? Does that mean Sodom and Gomorrah? Of course, it has what we see: sexualization and education and abuse, etc., etc., and children and the youth. You have to wrap the youth in order that they are malleable and Manchurian enough to tolerate their own genocide or the genocide of other people, or this or that, or anything, or all of their rights being stripped, or their lifespan being 15 years, whatever. Rape is the first thing that happens to you. Anyway, I don't want to go down that road. I just figured I'd say it, because seeing as though we're always on that topic. So in that, you are already in a society that mixes those two things, which is insanely taboo. So you need not wait for that stuff to happen in the streets because it already does. We could go on and on about it forever. We could talk about abomination. We could talk about abuse. What I'm telling you is you need not wait for Sodom and Gomorrah. You need not wait for its revival. For it was revived before you were born. Please like the stream. If you love life, please love the stream. That's a system we're in. And it's a prison system. Probably, I guess it's an attempt to make you unfit for heaven. I'll say it. I don't care. The Sodom culture that everybody participates with without exception is one of the snares that's part of the system that is a war in heaven. And sometimes that worries me. Worry is not the best word. Just worries me that maybe the abominations in the Bible of Sodom and Gomorrah were much less than you think they are, not more. What do you think about that? You ever think about that before? Salt. You ever think about that? Hey, we'll be right here, Terry. Anyone ever think about that before? Like the stream? Or I'm out the door? Tape my nipples. It's going to be shirtless. So I wanted to put that forth. Not sure I've ever heard that before. Not sure I've ever heard that before. Ever. I think that's interesting. When I think about these big snares, I think of appetite, food, and sex. Just these are the things that have been around me. I'll give you an example. I am gay. This guy wrote this. He says, and this is, I just keep stumbling into it, and I've never studied any religious stuff. But I keep running into it. And it's a super big concept that's come from this. M. Night Shyamalan, whoever wrote that. CJ Footjob. So I just want to say, just because we're on that topic, it's just shocking to me. Just you hear this stuff in school, even when you go to Catholic school, they're like, abstinence. And there are no reasons for it. When abstinence or continence is taught, not allowing yourself to expend any life energy, sex energy, so you can remain spiritually active. That's the reason for the retention of it. So you can be spiritually active at all. Anyway, you're never given these reasons. You just get like, whatever. You just don't, man. God was, you should have seen him back on that mountain. You don't get anything. But I have this from Thaddeus. This is Elder Thaddeus. You guys remember this one. This is a gift from Mason. Our thoughts determine our lives. And seeing how we've all been forced into this topic again. In order to reestablish this order, we must practice abstinence. Abstinence is for everyone, not just for monks. And this is so strange. This is so, as an American, this is so weird to me. That's how you know it's one of the big ones. And look, I'm just delving into ideas of reestablishing or reclaiming one's own birthright and inheritance. That's the only. This is why, or becoming purified, or there's a lot of reasons. Strengthening a relationship with God, with yourself. A lot of reasons. But I'm not. This isn't proselytizing monk mode or any of that. I'm just so intrigued by this I could lose my mind. Husbands and wives for whom marriage means only the satisfaction of bodily passions will not be justified. They will answer before God for not having been abstinent. Of course, as the apostle says, they are not to abstain from each other for a long time, lest the devil deceive them. Okay, whatever that means. But they should abstain according to mutual consent. Married people should abstain from corporeal relations during fasts and on great feast days. So this is so, I've never heard this before. It's so bizarre to an American and a Westerner. It's so weird. That's how I know it's a big one. I'm sure it's found in scripture. The stuff's new to me, remotely. I've always relied on myself only to divine, to try to manifest or conjure wisdom somehow. This is it's just so weird, but I mean, what do you say about that? That's crazy. So, it's just once again a return to the divide between animal and man. What is an animal? Something that answers to its self-will in regards to everything instinctually, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. An animal cannot be hungry and choose not to eat, or be horny and choose not to pipe. It's not, as far as I understand, it's not possible. And if it's not possible for a man, it means they're an animal. It's just simple logic. And that is just so interesting. Because I've just never explored those things. Self-will versus the Lord's will. I just haven't baked them enough. What does it mean? What does it mean? You're baked. That's what it means. I'll tell you what it means. What's this from here? 9? What are we doing in here? Hartman. These are books that hard to quote because no one knows what they are. This is just so crazy to me. Hold on, let me find the right spot. We have to discover the spirit in us by stripping off all that is extraneous to it. A strictly ethical discipline is insisted on, an absolute inward purity demanding self-mastery and self-renunciation. In the first place, a renunciation of everything that increases the power of matter over spirit, which are diametrically opposed or homosexually opposed. Matter and spirit, they're polar opposites. Keep that in mind. Just always keep in mind. Power over matter and spirit. If we wish to become spiritually developed, we must become rid of our sensuality and passions. Again, that's so crazy to me. It's like I'm reading something crazy. And I only say that because no one passes down. There's no mentorship. There's no wisdom. People don't talk about the spirit or the soul. It's just turned into fairy tales and witches and broomsticks and shit like that in cartoons. You see, you know what I'm saying? I just find that it makes sense. It makes sense. Density, high and low vibrations, all that jazz. But to suppose that there can be no spiritual growth if one is only concerned with matter and with the physical is something that people will have a hard time believing. I get it. What's this say right here? Oh, to give a clear definition of the spirit in man, alas, impossible. Mere words cannot correctly define it, because since spirit is a spirit, it can be comprehended only spiritually, blah, 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 as long as man is controlled by carnality. There is nothing in him that can touch or sense spirit, and therefore he cannot be conscious of it. Very few possess the needed faculty of spiritual comprehension, and few are they who are willing to take up the rigid training necessary for the acquisition of that faculty, probably just because for this purpose the lower faculties require to be strictly governed by the higher. I don't know. I guess we could just go into this. I guess we could just read the book together. Again, I will say I am very intrigued by spirit and matter, and the fact I would just say Sodom is defined by the worship specifically of matter and the physical, and of almost zero spirituality. And you could be a little bit more artfully articulated, but that's the pants of it. And you wonder to yourself, what does it mean? What do we live in? A barn? Are we just living in a barn right now? Makes you wonder, huh? Makes you wonder why there's the barnyard talk. You know what I'm saying? I just find it interesting. Even these guys are even talking about within a marriage. That's so wild. If you believe it is holy and necessary for spiritual expansion at all to remain in a state of continence and abstinence, unless it's for procreative purposes. I just think that's so crazy. I don't know. I don't mean to just blabber, but it's so alien to what we've been programmed to understand and believe and live by. You assume, just because you live in Sodom, I will just put this forth. You assume that sexual expression at any moment, at any time, with whatever, is a human right. It's just interesting. It's interesting how real rights and virtues and real definitions of life have been completely stripped and redefined. The definition of a prosperous life these days is hot nut, big 50 cars, 5 houses, generally speaking, in other words, again, matter, the physical world. If you cannot imagine better definitions of life and of culture, you're not going to be capable of manifesting it, at least, or of even talking about it, or of even knowing that you're in a Sodom prison. I just think that's intriguing. Is anyone intrigued by that? I can't be the only one. Whereas, aren't you intrigued? Arrival of Easter Wind? Book is bonkers. Oh, wow. I got to get up on that. Oh, gee, man. God almighty help me. Yeah, I got to get up on that. So I would say again, I guess I'll just say it again. I mean, I guess I could have started at a better place to people so people could understand a little bit better, but I went kind of backwards, and now what am I going to do other than not repair? Justification for considering matter low and spirit high can be found mainly in a comparison of their rates of vibration, that of matter, and its qualities is low and slow, while that of spirit and its attributes is high and fast beyond measure, beyond imagination. Wherever two of different rates of speed are linked together, as spirit and matter inextricably are, there is conflict, path, and struggle, strife for supremacy. Thus, spirit and matter are in constant conflict with each other. Spirit always pushes onward. Matter is holding back. But about the final outcome of their contest, there can be no doubt. The quicker always ultimately wins in the evolutionary arena, as in the wrestling ring, blah, 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 blah. The victory of spirit over matter. Matter is not destroyed, but is made. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to just sit here and freaking ramble about this stuff. I just figured that I would say that because I started backwards in what I was thinking. I just find that interesting, and I would rather get that down a little bit than Cabalion or freaking Trismegismus, Hermes, or you know, all that stuff. This seems more... I don't know the word. Anyone know the word? Let's read. Let's see what's up here. Oh, shit. Yo. Hold on a second. Let me see. Yo. What's this? Where am I at right here? Who's this? Bam? Damn Bam? There you are. Okay, Ultra, thanks for the 7 bones. Nick Mick, thanks for the 5 quid, pal. Who's this? Bam? Let me see. Oh, Dan Bam, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Where in the Bible does it have women cutting flesh from their arm and making a penis? This is a sort of a modern procedure, right? Out of it, okay, so true. You know, living in Sodom, I really do believe they try to mock God's rainbow with their pride. Yeah, it's flipped around. It's inverted. It's inverted from the chakra colors and inverted. You know, it's inverted. It's upside down. I mean, yeah, but. I mean, I hear you on that stuff, but not even that. I do hear you on it, and it's irrefutable. But it begins even before that. I find it intriguing that it happens these days, as everyone should. You should be intrigued by sacred prostitution and temple prostitution, temple sacrifices also. If you're cognizant of those, then you understand why anything happens at all. I'm just saying, generally speaking. But I hear you on that. There's some sexy things that people go through. I'm sure their lives are better after. Andrew Allen, thanks for the 15 bones. Hey, Charles, have you read anything by Father Seraphim Rose? I don't think I did. Did he do Wounded by Love? Because I do have that one. I haven't started it yet. He has some great stuff. Orthodoxy and the Religion of the Future is his best. Okay. Spoiler alert, the religion of the future is not orthodoxy. Oh, Ooh. Yeah. I can only imagine what's next. I try not to. I really, really, really try not to imagine it because I'm afraid it'll happen. Yeah. Did he do Wounded by Love? Who the hell did it? I'm just not onto it yet, but I'm going to have to. Rose was the gay guy, right? I found that interesting. That's just interesting. That's all. I'm intrigued. I think it's good. Where are we here? What's this? Wounded by Love? Maybe I'm thinking something else. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Who's this? Okay. Who's this? Brad Medberry. Thanks so much for the 50 bones. Thanks. Hello, Charles. First of all, God bless everyone here. Thanks for that. I would like to thank you for your wise words leading towards a more forward path in life, especially when it comes to elevating myself in the gym. Heard you talk about the gym. Let me know if you need any advice. Hey, thanks. I could use some gym. Hey, thanks so much for that, pal. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad to be making a difference. I try my best. You know what I'm saying? Not even a difference, just to reduce suffering. That's all I try. Yo, Martico, Martiki. Thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Thanks for that, pal. Yeah, that's crazy. Sanhedrin. Where are we at here? Where are we? Just thinking of these thoughts. What does it mean? I'll just ask everyone again. Does it mean you cannot do any spiritual work if you have been defiling your body by giving in to appetites? Like, that's so crazy. But again, abstinence and fasting, or prayer and fasting, whatever, it's always been about these things. The denial of self-will, or the denial of parasites, or I don't know what to call it. Requirement. Aren't you intrigued by its being required? Yo, Grigor Media, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. When Christ appears to the apostles after resurrection, he is physical and eats, yet enters with the doors closed. That's quite a joke. A testament to the order of spirit over body. Ah, yes. Okay. Well, that's the order. We could talk about it more, but I'm just grasping for things. I'm looking for Valis. I'm always looking for the pink light up here. You know how I work. Who else can do it? Someone's going to do it. Just intrigued. Everyone is really enjoying the talk on pride and self-will and versus God's will that we did last time. I really am really happy about that one. But I don't know if I have anything else crazy to say about it. It's just life energy defiling your temple. Is it just a joke, or is it a huge deal? Does anyone else ask these questions or care about it? Does anybody else ask these questions? Is anybody else talking about these things? Like, your daddy is, I gave your dad head, whatever that podcast is. I fucked your dad. What's that podcast? That's the Inside Girls motto. We fucked your dad. You guys didn't know that? They live by that. You don't think that's awesome? Oh, I love that. Anyway, I don't know what I was even saying. Oh, yeah, people usually don't discuss the spiritual ramifications of of expending life energy, uh, and how much, if it's an abomination or not. I don't know. What am I going to do? Tell you it's an abomination? I'm just wondering, does it close the gates off to you? Does it make you unclean in that incapable of enlarging yourself spiritually or doing spiritual work? I don't know what to call it. Again, I'll ask that for the 50th time, because no one talks about it at all in this light. And I think this is the light, because this leads, you can follow the shadow when you see this kind of light. That's all I'm saying. Okay? You don't believe me? Let me show you. Who's this? Agent Nunez. Thanks for the $20. Hey, Charles. I started reading Shadow of the Torturer after listening to Sam's Billy and the Clown video a million times, and I found out you recommended it to him. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I don't even remember yesterday, but I do remember my buddy Jim recommended me Shadow of the Torturer Gosh, it's back in '04, '05, something like that. Probably '04. I was just passing the love. But it's become the craziest thing ever. Yeah, isn't it good? I'm due. What is my computer freezing? What's my computer freezing right now? Hmm. Yeah, let me close this. Let me open up my dock again. Oh, here it is. Oh, sick. It works. Wow. I can't believe that. Put it in. Stuff it in. Nice. Here we are. We're zapped. Eclipse. Yo. Ah. Yeah. Shadow of the Torturer. Was there a question? Yeah. Shadow of the Torturer was really. It took me so many readings of it. Well, I was just doing the audiobook, so there's only so much you get from an audiobook. I had to do many, many, many readings of it to understand it. So that means it's enrichment. What's this? Dr. Gas, thanks so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Really appreciate that. So I wonder. And I guess I'll wonder even better when I finish this one or the sequel to it. The sequel of this book looks like it's had a few chapters removed. It's like half the size. That seems interesting, doesn't it? It seems like the fable. Oh, they removed that chapter in uh, Behold the Pale Horse. The learned elders of Zion, they removed the chapter. They never even removed it. It's still in there. No, chapter 15 or chapter 16, they removed that, you know? You open up your book, it's in there. No, but the sequel for this book is like half the size or something. People complain about something, the chapters being removed. I don't understand. I don't know how. I figured I'd just let everyone know that. But I'm just so intrigued by what it means to not abide by appetites. Anyway, I'll just say that. What does it mean? Is it self will? Self will? Hey, Kosa, what's up? Self will, I've usually seen, just generally speaking, in people's lives or your own. Generally speaking, there's a lot of times that self will leads one down the path of destruction. That makes me nervous. Brad Medberry, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. I was so bombshelled by people being willingly attracted to agnosticism. Oh, okay, yep. And not attempt at following the good, but now realizing that every social pressure strays you farther away from an eased spirit. Yeah. When you realize that everything is designed to lead you away, it means, what's that? That's one of my laws. Anyone keeping track of these? I don't remember them anymore. Hmm. Hmm. But it's just all that. What do you do with that energy? Well, I guess I'll get to it. How to trample the snake. Just saying, how do you apply that with spiritual intent? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, think about that for a second. I'll be right back. Have to go puke. I'll be right back. 1 minute. What I'm saying? What do people know about being in a defiled state? Anybody know what that means? Does anyone know what being defiled is? Or defiling yourself? Or being in a defiled state? I'm pretty sure I've been there. Well, I mean, it's necessary for demoralization within a prison system. The inmate must be demoralized and defiled and all that jazz. You guys get it. Just speaking as a, speaking logistics for a moment. Momo. Just people. People don't know what it means. To eat something and be defiled by it, I think that's interesting. To eat, I don't know, shellfish or something like that, or pork, or I don't know, octopus, be defiled by something that you eat, or let's say cannibalism. You perhaps could say the eating of pork is cannibalism. You could perhaps say that. I don't know. You could say that there are, maybe the HEK2 whatever 94, some sort of flavor enhancer or something extracted from fetuses, something to that effect. Unwitting cannibalism, sweeteners in sugar-free stuff, flavor enhancers. That right there makes you unclean, makes your body unclean. People don't know it. People, and this is just, I have no idea. I'm not a food scientist, but strictly or hypothetically speaking, this would mean a lot of people are participating in cannibalism without knowing it. What does that do? What does that do in the sight of the Lord? What does that do? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just saying. Isn't that interesting? Defile. Yeah, it's a strong word. People don't really understand defiling anymore because they don't consider themselves sacred. The sacred has been pounded out of the civilization completely. What do you think about that? That's why people don't know what living in a defiled state is because of that. What do you think about that? Hmm? Remember, Nothing is Sacred? Was that John Barrymore, Carol Lombard, right? Woo! Remember those days? Love that. Those are crazy days. Whew. Anyway, I wonder these things. I wonder these things. Well, I don't have an answer. All I have are the questions. That's all you need, though. If you ask the right questions, you have the answers. That's all. Oh my God. So I'm just saying that. I've been thinking about that. Well, how? I'll just say this because I wrote it down. Everything in the world is designed to steer you towards, to steer towards you an amplification of appetite, of stimulation, whether it is food or sex or drives or whatever they are. And all of your avenues of relief are gate kept or taken from you. You know how it is. You can't smoke on a damn airplane. Everyone's flying around. You can't have a cigarette. That right there is a war crime, honestly. That, to me, that's a declaration of war. You're going to take smoking away? Okay, why don't you take income taxes away now? See what I'm saying? The hardship never recedes. Only the relief recedes. Why don't you take away the reasons why we smoke then? Oh, you can't? Oh. See what I'm saying, though? It's the reasons why we smoke. You know what I mean? If you want to get down to the brass tacks. That's all. Where's the relief? You want to hang out with your buddies? Fat chance. Probably get sued. Well, generally speaking. The sacred spaces are removed. Mentors, elders, those are removed. Sacred spaces, especially for men, removed. All rituals of initiation, removed. Only defilement, that's it. I get it. That's how you do it. That's called spiritual warfare. Oh, it's hard to define, isn't it? Oh, you thought it was Ghostbusters? Was it the Scoleri brothers? Remember them in the library? How scary that was as a kid? The reasons we smoke. No one ever thinks about that, though, huh? No one ever thinks about that. Yeah? What about the reasons we smoke, pal? What about those? No one ever talks about those. Interesting, isn't it? Why do we need so much relief? Why do we need so much medical care? Well, anyway, I don't want to go to nowhere, but I thought I would mention that. And I guess the snare, or the shadows, or the snare of the sex system within Nimrod's world here, I would say, are an attempt of biological control that are easily tapped into, easily subverted. But I would also put forth, in regards to spiritual warfare, it is an attempt to make you guilty of similar or the same abominations that the rulers are. Like they work to collect souls as well. You know what I mean? If you want to go by that old wager for souls, heaven and hell and all that biaccio stuff. The principalities and the powers have employed our earthly masters to aid. I mean, obviously, look at the culture, look at the civilization. You think things can't be fixed? You wouldn't know it. It's pretty obvious that they can't be because you've never seen anything be fixed. Except how fast the cops come at you if you're a limey or something like that. And you're like, yeah, and you say something that you didn't have a license for. All of a sudden, they're fast. Woo! You get knifed across the street. I don't know. We got a shortage of bobbies. We got a shortage of bobbies, ma'am. You say like, you're this or that online. You getting a knock at the door immediately. Sometimes the advances are fast. Once again, it's only in regards to law enforcement. Again, victimless crime law enforcement. That's a whole other can of freaking gas chambers. Victimless crimes. You never thought about that too much? Everything you get railed by these days, everything you pay out, victimless crimes, every fine fee. I don't know what else to say about it. But I will say that. They're pretty fast when it comes to surveillance and victimless crime law enforcement. You type something online, someone's on the other end, gunshot right in the chest. They die, they go to hell. And you get a knock at the door. It didn't happen, though. Know what happened? You type something out, someone went like this. Whew. You go to jail for that. You get what I'm saying? It's weird that it's only in those two avenues that speed is employed. Weird, huh? It just must be how things are, or how the way it is. Things could be fixed very easily. What I mean by that is speed is employed only to those purposes that bring you suffering, honestly. I'm just saying, generally speaking, if those speedinesses were applied to other things, things would be speedily done. But they're not. Only when it comes to, do I have to say it again? I still can't believe that. I can't believe anything. What is even happening? What is even happening in the world right now? Is it still going down? The fans still going down in Ireland and England? My goodness. Excuse me. Sick. Well, I will just say that things are designed in this system to hijack your attention span and hijack your drives and overriding your spiritual duties or your spiritual capacities at all. I'll just say it again. We said it before. Whoa. I'll moan if I have to. Whoa, I didn't know. Whoa, whoa. I'm going to have to get bifocals. Well, I just wanted to say that. That's the end of my news report. It's a sick world, isn't it? What else we have going on in the news? Where are we? Where are we here? See anything in here? Oh, this looks good. Where are we? Hold on 1 second here. Hold on 1 second here. Let me see where we're at. Hold on 1 second here. Ooh. Oh, this has to be it. Oh, that's a sick biatch. Okay, here we are. Let's just take a look at the news, see where we go with that. I don't know where else to go with this. We're a heavy zone. Just not sure where else to go with that. Oh, we gotta catch up. Oh, we got you. Panzer Alien, thanks for the 20 Donkey Kongs. How many times zoomed? Oof, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Eclipse, thanks for the sawbuck. Golly. I don't know what Karzak? Woo! Oddball, thanks for the thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Let me bring this over here. Oh my god. Bring this over here. Give me 1 more second. Oddball, thanks for 15 bones, pal. Happy Woden's tag. It must be, what's that, Wednesday? What's that, Woden? Sir Charles, it's Oddball. Hey, what's up? My family and I are near ground zero, a landfall of Hurricane Milton. Wow. Bill Lumberg should have given Milton his red swing line stapler back 20 years ago. All right. Hope my emails and Patreon messages aren't too much. No, that's just right. Well, good luck. Good luck. God bless. I don't even, what's even happening in the world right now? All this money, all these taxes, all these things, all this money, all this fun, like what the, it's unbelievable. Anonymous, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Book's name you were reading from. Our thoughts determine our lives. I like that one a lot. And the coiled serpent I found is really insane. Eclipse, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. Loving the stream, Chuck, thanks. We all appreciate you taking time out of your day to spread mirth and girth. Thanks for knowing. Thanks for noticing. Thanks. Raiden the Consultant, thanks for the 10 bones. God bless. God bless yourself, my pal. It's really nice. BC tipped 15 bones. Yo, Charles, always on form. Thanks for the good work, as always. What movie you got for Friday? Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta remember. I don't know. So much fun. Propaganda doesn't work with all the Charles commentary on. Hey, really appreciate that. What was next on the docket for... My goodness. I don't know. I don't remember. Have to figure it out. Probably just do Rape Man. My commentary serves. Yo, Terry, you're back. Hey. Nick Rich, thanks for the 15 bones. Take away the reason we smoke. Is crazy. Your streams are gospel, brother. Thanks, I appreciate that. I have to write that down. But you understand, though. You understand that philosophy because it's final. And it's the last step. And it's the final frontier of all thinking. Is that right there. The reasons we smoke. People, you seem like you understand. It's actually the end of the road in regards to analysis of anything at all. You get it, right, Nick? You get it. Get it if you don't. Get it. Mm. Some bugs at the bottom. So, let's see what this is. See what you got in the news. Oh, anyone ever play Overwatch 2? Probably Bloomberg. Let's keep going. Hey, I've been calling for this every day practically. Overwatch on a phone. Now, if Nintendo should be on making a phone right now, that's the Switch. The Switch 2 should be a phone. I cannot believe that they're not doing that. It shocks me that they're not. Let's see what's next. PlayStation 1 re-release? Oh, that sounds good as hell. They release all the games and the consoles again. Oh, what's this? Imagine that. Damn, that'd be good. Imagine how good that would be. Boy. Okay, Wario. Oh, is this Alarmo? I've been calling for a remake of Wicked for at least 15 years now. Every single day. And even this is like... Now you have to understand. You see this right here, how it's crazy? This is just as crazy. Even back then, I was like, this like made me ill. I was like, this is not going to be a good time for women coming up. And I was not wrong. I was far from wrong. I said women are going to suffer. They're going to start suffering very deeply now when I saw this smirk right here. I know that sounds wild, but I'm very serious. This image is crazier than this one. You get what I'm saying? This one is actually crazier because I knew it was time for women to get to get theirs. Women to feel the burn, the consequence of amendment, whatever it was, suffrage. What do you think about that? How does anybody like that analysis? Well, that's... Let's see what people are saying. Oh, well, we have a good one right here. I remember this movie. What's that, Training Day? It's Eric Roberts' daughter. She's being rather boyish. There's only 2 comments on this? Oh. Well, let's view it. This is what we get. This is where we're at. Great. No, I mean, I get that. It's good. I'm not saying that's bad, but... And I'm seeing other things. This lady with her cans in the bathtub selling, I don't know, fake dicks or something like that. The stuff I see happening right now is so... I don't know what to say. I just... Jesus. Jesus help us all. I remember this one. Remember the goat man in the back? Don't you love him? Don't you love that guy? Remember the picture I made? Remember the 9/11 tribute I made? Woo! Who remembers? Remember the 9/11 memorial that I made on Instagram years ago? Damn, should I even look for it? Am I just making a fool out of myself? It was from 18 years ago. I mean, I actually don't even know if I can find this. I think I might actually get sick and die if I keep trying. It's happening. Give me a second. Does anybody know when I did it? My 9/11? I thought it was pretty... It was actually... I don't really think anybody understood. It's true. It's truth. I'm sorry. I have to keep finding this because if I don't, I die in real life. That's the kind of game that I play. See the stupidest pictures on here. Hey, does anybody remember? Anybody remember? Bastard. And remember when Afina did the subtitles for a Kuwaiti soap opera? You guys don't remember that? You're screwed. Hold on, I can sense 9/11. I can sense senses my spider senses going bananas. Uh-oh. I might go to hell by not finding this. Wasted everybody's time until I went to hell in real life and then came back to tell the tales. I said, I went to hell. You wouldn't believe what I saw. We gather around. Not happy about this. I'm going to go insane if I don't find it. And when I used to make crazy pictures, oh my goodness. Dude. So, listen. Oh, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go up now. I'm going to have to find it one more time, one more pass. If I don't, I go to hell in real life and then I come back to tell the tales. This is making me ill, making my soul sick. Face to face with my own book of nightmares. Seeing these posts is making me lose my grip on reality. I'm not going to stop until I find it. Dude, these pictures are so good. Listen, just give me 1 second. Don't. This is making me ill and making me sick, making me barf. My sickness. I see something. Well, I mean, this is just the only one that I saw. I'm gonna have to find it. Hold on, let me find the other one. Did you find it, Terry? Oh, is there another? No, there's. Oh, I found it. Look at this one. I straight up can't even believe it. How crazy it is. Here was my 9/11 tribute. Most people don't really understand how crazy that image is, and I wouldn't even be blaming you. You're lucky. Looks like that again. Yeah, that was Big Lenny. Yeah, I mean, hey, since we're on this topic, let me just see. Hold on. Dude, my page is the it's unbelievable. Anyone remember these days? Trying to get silly like that again. You ever look like that before? But yeah, allow me to do this. I think this is worthy. Isn't that silly? This is a classic. Doesn't exactly focus though, does it? It's too bad. Well, I don't mean to do this forever, but sometimes I can get insane a tiny bit. Sometimes I can go crazy a little bit. It's kind of like putting you back into it, memory lane. Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever seen this? This had me laughing really. Years ago, had me dying. How do you beat, dude? How do you beat things like that? How can anybody understand anything? During the COVID years. Shit, you can't see it. That says out of order for a chair. Out of order. Allow me just to screw around because remember how fun these used to be? Remember this? Yeah, and the laughter for that, I'm putting this down. The laughter for that is freak out laughter. There's freak out laughter, but the thing wasn't going to take it. You know, it was like Cambodian graphics card or something like that. I don't know. Well, anyway, let's get to the weather. Well, I'm glad that led us where it did. This little man right here sent us into a vortex. Okay, we're seeing all this. It's good as heck. Okay, so we covered that. The hell with it. Let's see the... Now, look. Am I going to go to freaking YouTube jail if I turn this on? Am I going to go to voodoo jail? You have to put headphones on like that, by the way. Now let's listen. Oh, my cable's busted. Sucks.
This is Nintendo sound clock, Alarmo.
Oh no. Oh no. Waking up to gunfire? What's happening?
The music
Waking up to freaking, I don't know what that is.
And when you get out of bed,
What is that? Is that Odyssey?
the alarm comes to an end.
Dude, what about the reasons we sleep in? Anyone remember the reasons we smoke?
It's motion sensor.
Oh, you get coins for tossing and turning? God.
Without you needing to touch it. Keep in mind, though.
Tells you when
the
you gotta
alarm
use the
will-
bathroom.
Without you needing to touch it.
Dude. You can play games on it? What does that even mean? You gotta buy alarms? What are they like? You gotta put cartridges? Do they sell them in cartridges?
You can
Can't even do this, man. I gotta this YouTube jail. Well, let me see what it says.
play 5 games. Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. How do you play them
3.
on there? You play them on your alarm clock? Now this is getting a little bit doom on a printer, isn't it? Don't even tell me.
Sounds. And when you connect to the internet,
More alarms? But what did it mean? It said it played games, but it doesn't? I don't see how it
the
could.
day, such as sleepy sounds, which play when you get into bed and help you wind down.
This is not a good sign. Biometric scanning and biometrics harvesting in your bedroom is not a good sign. It's not a good sign. What's the next one? One in the bathroom? The Alarmo 2? It stays in the bathroom. What's next? You gotta pay carbon credits. You've been eating beans. You get taxed more. Couldn't imagine what's next if no one knows what the sacred is.
Sleep.
Well, she's getting out of bed.
The-
Does this ever put you to sleep if you need it? Let's close that one. Now, what's this? Let's see.
They're getting even more bizarre.
Can you hear this?
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, a congresswoman.
Is he the president? I'm turning this up.
Now the claims are getting even more bizarre. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor.
Imagine how good this is. You got his vice president running, running on everything they didn't do in the last 4 years. That's just so wild. It's like some sort of witchcraft. I don't know I don't know how to categorize it.
Now saying the federal government is literally controlling the weather. We're controlling the weather. It's beyond ridiculous.
This is crazy what I'm seeing right now. Look at this. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of V, Final Battle, and V.
It's beyond ridiculous. It's got to stop. Weather. We're controlling.
Wait, the talk of the government controlling the weather's got to stop. That's so good. It's got to stop.
Ridiculous. It's got to stop. Moments like this, there are no red or blue states. There's one United States of America where neighbors are helping neighbors.
Dude, what am I watching right now? Dude, what am I watching right now? It's just interesting to see. I don't usually watch anything at all. Anything.
Volunteers and first responders are risking everything, including their own lives, to help their fellow Americans.
It's just the language and the intent of these broadcasts. It's just very interesting to see. I don't usually watch them.
Local and federal officials are standing side by side. Let me repeat. No one should make the American people question whether their governments will make sure that this is acting on.
Dude. I don't know what to say. I guess everybody's been dealing with this for many years now. It just reminds me of the old story. Remember replacing all the leaders with the full-blown R-tards, you know what I mean? Remember from that? I'll talk about that sooner or later. Either that or I'll die. That's all.
Strikes, they'll be there. We will.
He said it's ridiculous, Bleach. Therefore, what are we going to do about it? What happened? He says it's ridiculous.
Now the claim.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by this. They bring the president out to start talking about government weather machines. Wow, these are the crazy days. They pull the president out there to refute weather machine conspiracies. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I'm shocked. This is just it's super silly. Like this is super it's super silly. And you know what? What's the point of even talking about it? I hear it. We all know HAARP, machines. This is from the 30s, the 20s, probably 1820s. You don't know. Is it that? Or is it divine? Well, I'm just saying, what I mean by that is, are they not all-powerful weather wielders, is what I mean. Answer either of those questions, you're still the same jackass. Go ahead, go try to get those answers. You just put a dunce cap on your head. That's all. Understand that there are a lot of answers that aren't worth getting. Know this. This is wisdom. There are answers you don't want or that aren't worth getting. Here, let me fix my sack. Whoa, holy shit. Did not mean for that. Okay. Let me fix my face sack a bit. There we go. That's freaking balls deep. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, that was intriguing. I'm intrigued. It's almost
moments like this, there are no red or blue states.
Ridiculous. Not exactly a threat, but I find it interesting. Okay, let's go back and see what's up. Yo, I didn't click play. I clicked back. Put your back cartridge. Oh, dude. Whoa, is that the Fisher Price freaking record player from back in the day? Dude, I can't be looking at that. I'll freaking go to hell and I'll die. I don't want to be seeing this. What am I going to put a diaper on? What am I going to get a diaper on? Fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be a killjoy. Honestly, I'm not, but you know what I mean? Give me a break. I'm not even saying it's bad. Hey, maybe it's cool. It's just so strange seeing talking fish, record players, guys jerking off about freaking old toys. Like that's not a good sign, to be honest. Let's keep going. Oh, yo. That's fucking sick, man. Vegeta. Anyway, this is meaningless to me. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Lieutenant Dan is trending? What am I waiting for? What's happening? Are there images? Dude, do I have to reload? Ranger. Lieutenant Dan, let's at least click this. It must be a wheelchair. What the? What's this guy, Lieutenant Dan? This guy still has the use of his legs. Am I clipping or no? That guy still has the use of his legs. John's back. Come on. Yo, script. Yo. Hey, am I good? Hold on a second here. Give me a second here, Boba Foam. Nick Rich, thanks for the 15 bones. I get it, brother. The quote was just too beautiful to me. I had to give it props. Thanks for knowing. Thanks for knowing. It is a really good one. What was it again? The reasons we smoke. It gets down to such brass tacks. It's pretty blessed, to be honest with you. Vin, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. I think ignorance plays a big part in the spirit realm. All right. If you got the knowledge, you're held to a higher standard. Okay. From my own experiences, after about the third time, there were consequences. Okay. The know not what they do and whatnot. Great stream, man. Thanks. Hey, I really appreciate it. Third time, what? For what? Thanks for that, pal. That's twisted. Let's see if we're caught up here in the magic realm. What's this shit? Let's go, biatch. Here we are. Panzer, we got you. Not about it. Thanks for the 20 bucks, pal. Don't know if you're just asking the question rhetorically or not, but ritual purification is absolutely necessary, and it goes beyond prayer and fasting. It supports the sacrament of confession, which in turn support Eucharist. All right. Okay. Third time he got incarcerated? Oh, reincarnated. Oh. Okay, not. Okay, I hear you on that. I'm intrigued. Press the like. Must ye refuse? Please like the stream. Ritual purification. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about certain sacraments. But it's interesting. I'll keep thinking about that. Thanks a lot. Red Cell, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. I put years of hard work into getting my torture degree at Torture College, and now everyone's like, oh, torture's bad. It's ineffective. What kind of... Did you go to the Mattachin Tower? Where'd you go, man? Thanks for that, pal. I'm intrigued. College? Oh, gosh. I can't imagine what it's like now. The guy probably can't even get a nut without getting charges. Thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Glowy. Oh no. Well, all souls were prisoners once. And God, who could have punished them, gave them the Savior instead. Okay. How would things turn out for you if God, the highest judge, judged you as you are? I guess this is the thing. The purification comes every time you pray, and I like this one. This is my favorite out of all of them. I got a bunch now, if you want the truth. The ritual purification is like the Psalm 50. Like that, to me, is the purification. I don't know how to anoint myself with oil. What's that? There are some guys on Twitter I like a lot. Or one guy talks about that. Remember the reminder? I don't know. What the hell's that? Like, what the fuck? Anointing? That's another one. But, I mean, confession and... I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I have some pretty, I don't know what to call them. I have some views on church and religion things like that. Let me just put it that way. I don't know what else to add to it. There's a lot of, just think it's you're responsible for being your own priest. You're responsible for being your own purifier. Okay, I'll say it. I'll say that. You don't think I will? Here, I'll say it again. I'll smoke instead. I mean, I'm not. I like. I like the Orthodox Church especially. I enjoy it. I've never been, but I like the church, and I like the things, even things I don't like that I read. I see other deities in here, prayers to other deities. I find very strange, but I still do appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. It's just there's some core tenets of the gospel that I feel are paramount. I'm not here to refute any orthodoxy or anyone or anyone's religion at all. I'm really not. I'm just telling you what I believe. I appreciate it and I would like to participate in it even, but I cannot. I'd like to, but there are certain things I don't like. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Who gives a damn what I like and what I don't? But just right off the bat, like I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about? I don't know. You want to go someplace funny? You want to go try to like look for some funny stuff in the news? Like call no man father. Has that lost its meaning? Now I understand the priest caste. I understand like the conduits and the functions of these people, but didn't Christianity conclude all of this? These are questions that have unlikable answers. That's all. Anyway, I love it. And at least I watch them on YouTube and they live stream it. I watch the VODs. It's nice. I really like it. But there are some things in here. I mean, what am I going to do? Start raving about the things I don't like? Doesn't matter. This right here, I find that this has been the biggest deal in the most recent past of getting me to take my seconds into account. And if you're in control of your seconds, then it means you're your own priest. You're your own time priest. I'll just say that. Let's see if we can get something silly. John Stewart. Is he like a Plantagenet? Plantagenet? Is he? Does he come from... What's this that I'm seeing? He looks different. Prayer book is not sold out. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. It's not. I I just find that the tools in here helped me to realize that all activities are sacred and that means all of your seconds are sacred, and that's crazy to me. Okay? It's not sold out. That's what it means to me. And if every second is sacred and every thought is the biggest dealing here is about defiling yourself with thoughts, unknowing or knowing, that you don't even know you're guilty of or something like that. Generally speaking, it puts you in a frame of mind that it helps to dismantle a bad ego or pride. And if you take every second into account, you take every thought into account, and it all adds up. It all adds up. And your time is hijacked. Anyway, I'll just say that. Let's keep going. Wellington. That sounds interesting. Putin. Fox. VP. California. Bible. Making Bibles? Good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I just saw a house across the street. The family got under the roof. It collapsed. They all died in their own house. Did you hear there's internet hooked up? They got to live stream their own death. No big deal. We're just a family. We're all going to die together in our own house in the year 2024. It's crazy. Nablus. Wow, that's good. We're getting war plays, war commentary. Electoral college, sooner or later. They're getting close. Look how close they are in doing this. They're openly calling for it. So good. That's a good sign. Okay, Waffle House. Ukraine. Woo! Ukraine's going to be different after all this. The dust is settled. It's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more hatty. Going to be a lot more hats. It's really nice to see. Morgan, this was some sort of a big thing, right? Some sort of crazy leak thing about maybe one of his blackmail house, but I don't feel like even thinking about that. Oh, children, nice. Who gives a damn, right? No big deal. Pets abandoned. All right, cool. Pets. Yeah, you gotta die. You gotta die with what? You got kids? You know what? You should risk dying. It's probably outrage if you don't. Shut up. You know, it's all just junk. Everything I'm seeing is junk. I'm telling you what the big ones are right now. When, when there's no electoral college, oh my God, things are going to start getting good. It's not like it matters anyway, but it'll matter even whatever. How about that? Nobel in chemistry? Chemistry. Gives a shit. What's that? What are you going to make freaking cocaine? Good. Make some good cocaine for everyone. Chemistry. Just don't even get me started. Airstrikes. Oh, good. We got freaking more war plays. This is pretty rough on here, huh? Yeah, Smokane. This is all pretty rough. Glock ownership. It's almost time for a 10 millimeter from Deus Ex. What does everyone say? Everyone want to go for the Glock 10 or what? Everyone ready? Doesn't that sound good? Kavanaugh. This guy again? Plantier. Isn't this the war contractor? This the R&D freaking war intelligence going public. That's nice. That's nice to see. Love that. Picasso. He's overrated. Anything good here? Election cheaters. It's nice to hear. This is just rough. Let's go to sports. Ah. See how long, look how long this takes to load. Let's go back to news. Look at this. Oh, it went back fast. It was ready for me. Let's go. Let's see if there's anything. felt sick going to. Oh, here it is. Electoral College abolishment debate. That's a nice one. That's a good one. Should be good. That's gonna be really good when that happens. Nah, Diddy. Yeah, Diddy. Do the Diddy. There, I can see if I want you. Remember Diddy? He got his song from Paperboy. Got his name. I'm listening to that as a kid. Guys like this at a party. Yo, girl, dance. I can see if I'm gonna freaking have you. Dance for me. I'm like this listening to it as a kid. Wow. This is junk. This is sick. This is very rough. Oh shit, gender reassignment. Let's hear it. What's this? High schoolers. Oh, 3.3. Okay, I believe it. No, I think it's like closer to, I'd say 60%. I would say this is a bit skewed. I'd say 60% of everybody could probably go for an reassignment. Redneck. That's what I'm seeing. This is all rough, man. This is so rough. Let's go to entertainment. Let's go to attainment. Bear with me. Where are we at here? We're already on for 8 hours? Where are we at? Where are we? Where am I? F0? Better be. Birds of a feather? Bit soothing. Halsey? Let's see this. See what she's got for us. Is she the one that the album was her with a freaking black eye? I thought that one was good as heck. Look at that. Who is this? What? Is this Gwen Stefani? Or is this Terry Hatcher? Who is this? My goodness. Oh, Pete. Is this PJ? See, I thought it was someone. Like, I don't know. I forget. What am I seeing? Well, I clicked on it. The chaos looks good. Let's see what this looks like. This looks good as hell. Let's see the screenshot. Let me see it. Why was it unavailable? Oh, wow, man. What's this show? Greek mythology comedy? People can't really handle that anymore, can they? Classics stuff? Sounds kind of decent. People can't handle that anymore, can they? Come on. Let's see what else they canceled here. Cancel Life. Gene Simmons. Remember, what's his name? Oh my God. It's over for me. Jeff Goldblum. Remember him and... It's over for me. Death Wish? It's over for my brain. It's straight up over. Remember him in Death Wish? He had some choice words. House of Villains? That's supposed to be really good. Linkin Park? What's that? Is he back? I'm confused. I'm so confused. PJ, what was she in? Was she also in a band too with other girls? It wasn't just PJ, was it? Let's see what else there is in here. Camray. Oh, new Rod Wave. Oh, Tom. What's this? Excuse me. Where's Tom? He's talking about space and aliens and shit like that. What are you, crazy, man? What are you, crazy? Johnny Depp's doing art? Hey, let's see this. I think we're due for a Johnny Depp revival.
Johnny, you're the best, Johnny. We appreciate I hear you coming back in November.
Look at the scene right here.
Thank you. You're the best, Johnny.
Hey, man.
I hear.
Look at Johnny, how good he is. Look at his smiles.
You're the best, Johnny.
Remember, hey, man. Ba, ba,
You're the
ba.
best, Johnny.
Yeah, ba, ba.
You're the best, Johnny.
Look at John. Look at his glasses. Those are nice.
The last one was good. Have a good one, Johnny. Cool, bro.
Those glasses are nice, man. What are those? Can anyone... is there any AI I can use? What glasses are those? Old Johnny. What's this in the middle?
Yo, have a good day, Johnny.
Where do you think he's going? A bunch of stuff.
I shall feel.
Yeah, well, okay. Grace Jones, do you know, it's 9 o'clock, do you know where your children are? Remember that? Andy Warhol's asking you that? You gotta worry about your kids? Sad, isn't it? ASAP? I bet he's fast. Dude, what is this, man? Michael Pryor? What's Pryor did? Risky Business? All right. I've never seen that. I bet it's good. We're going to have to watch it. Maybe we should watch Risky Business on Friday. Rings of Power? Oh, they're still going with this? Oh.
Are you weeping? No.
Wow. Who's that? He's good. His face. Is that Popeye? This looks different from what I remember. Remember when we watched Twin Peaks back in the day? I wasn't feeling it back then, to be honest with you. I was not feeling it. He pukes in that scene? Good horse? Really? Hey, how you doing? Is he gonna puke?
I'm reveling.
Is he gonna puke? He's gonna puke. Okay, oof! I never saw these scenes, but I'm willing to. She was better when she was in the sack. Remember those days when she was in the sack? Do you remember when the guy that her marriage was arranged to, whatever his name was, remember he used the Mike Tyson philosophy of sex? Remember that? Called Drago. Yeah, Drago. Yeah. Those are the days. Remember he used to use the Mike Tyson? Remember he said, "I'll fuck you till you love me"? Then he used the F word, implying also that he could make someone gay. I thought that was very staggering when those words came out of his mouth. That changed my life. Remember that? What am I hearing? Oh, I'm hearing this thing. I was about to straight up die in front of everybody. That seems like a good video. I gotta get out of here. Let's keep going. The Cure's new single. Ooh, that's nice. Regret? Yeah, Ochi. Have to remind me. I'm incapable. Incapable of remembering. Where are we at here? Anything else? Olivia. Is she playing guitars? Is she back to playing guitars? Was she barfing? Barfing her guts out? Is this brat? What do you call this? Do you call this brat? Look at how crazy this is. So strange, these pictures. Is that brat? Like, what do you call that? Does she have sound? Oh my god, is this DreamWorks? Is this like a portal? She's singing. Wow, it sounds like emo from the mid-2000s. But look at this. I don't know what to say to that other than let's watch Metropolis. Should we watch this or Metropolis? Look at this. I don't know what to say. We should get out of here. Drag race going on? What is it? It's like season 18? What season? Oh, if we could watch.
The queens are in my house.
Are we gonna get copyrighted if we play this?
Mug like this.
The best thing on
Hell yeah.
Get
No,
ready.
let's hear you.
Try gagging. Try gagging. Try gagging. Try gagging. Get ready for a party down under.
Is that Shrek? This is crazy! Did you see this? This is like Pickle Surprise. Tell me this doesn't have Pickle Surprise vibe? This is crazy, man. Wow. Wow. Just bring back the dudes that were living on Ganymede or whatever, you know what I mean? Remember Jupiter Jazz? There's the planet with all guys. Like, just get those guys back. Selena's coming back? Was she doing Westworld or something? What's with the getup? And who's this? Who the hell is this? Yeah, well, okay. Bad liar. This is pretty uneventful. Whatever. Let's keep going. Weird, man. There's all these inside girls coming out to dance for you. It's almost like a temple kind of institution. You don't believe me? You will one day. You will. Santana. Say, bring back Kesha. Dude, what? What is this? Oh. What's this? Sister. Gender identity. Even clones? It's like a Free Martin kind of thing, isn't it? Is that what they're revelating? Ooh. Goodness. Is Daisy still around? I gotta get out of here. It feels like I'm in a different world. Guts. Oh, that's the one we were just looking at. I thought it was the TV show. Remember Guts? Mo, take it away. Howard Stern's relevance questions. Those are the headlines that we're getting. That's really strange. It's a bit anti-something, kind of, isn't it? Is this the puke one? Don't tell me. Stanson. Was that Danzig? She's dancing. Where's the one when she's puking? I'm not interested. I want to see the puke. Yeah, I mean, Nikki. Goodness. Let's hear it. Music. Wow. Yo. Later. Oh, we getting big?
There it is.
Is this the one when she has to apologize because of indigenous relics and stuff? Imagine that. Look at this. Do you just see this? Just look at this. This is the scene we're gonna watch. Watch this. Let's watch the scene. You guys see it? 100 megabytes a second isn't enough to get this video down. Okay, let's go. Time's up. Yeah, whatever sort of thing. You have to apologize for stealing the indigenous whatever. I'm like, oh, really? No, I don't. I'm calling the cops on you. That's all you say. Calling the cops. Who is this? Did you see the face? What kind of a mask is it? It's like Phantom of the Paradise. Do you see this? Where was that face? Okay. Wow. It's tender. Do you see her haircut? Look at it. Can you see it? It's crazy. Okay, let's keep going. I think this is it. There's nothing happening. Saved? Come on. Okay, let's see Billy. Is Billy around? I don't know what to say anymore, man. Well, that's Billy for you. I don't have words. I shouldn't have words for this. Let's keep going. I just don't see anything happening. Echoes of Wisdom. What's this? Hold on. Zelda game. Who's that? Zelda? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get out of here. I don't have time for that. Maybe if it were Wind Waker, I might. Is Logan Paul making the guys make out with his dad again? I wish to God. Dude, it's a rough in the news, isn't it? Well, give me Jimin and we'll have a good news day. Chappelle. Let's check out how Chappelle's doing. Oh, wow. She does music? Shit is unbelievable already. What? Where'd this one come from? Oh, yo. Dude, I don't know what to say. Can you guys even bother seeing this? This looks like Drag Race. She's playing in front of 20 million people. Good horse. What's this? What is this? Look at this. Dude, look at this. What does this pose mean? Like, what sort of energy is this supposed to pull out of your coiled serpent here? It's like pulling out. It's got like RuPaul's drag show vibes, though. It's not pulling out anything. Oh, here we are. Dude, what am I looking at? Oh, what's this? Oh, hell yeah. Let's see that little dance. Dude! Oh. Am I going to get copyright? Wow. Dude, how can this be happening? Pink Pony Club. Ah, it's supposed to be a really good one. Dude, I don't usually go. I'm not usually around this. I gotta get out of here. Hey, Jimin! Hey, Jimin! Didn't I tell you? Oh, I thought that was frickin' whatever the guy's page, Elliot. I thought Elliot was back in the news. I was about to get alive. Yeah, this is rough. This is... Oh, you know, I have a question for everybody. Isn't this one good? Isn't Red Dead 1 good? Now, I have a hard time believing that. But isn't it better than the second one, which was horrendous? I found horrendous to be horrendous. You ever play the game Horrendous 2? Hugh Jackman's back around. Radio City Residency? I don't understand what that means. Listen, I gotta get out of this window. This is making me ill. Any other things? Oh, we got this Explorer. Any different one? Nah, it's all junk. The news cycle's rough. Oh!
With the soon-to-be first black and female...
Wow. Is he talking about crazy-ass, nasty sex stories? Or is he talking about bedroom? Was he talking about butt fun? Remember Howard Stern? Remember his claim to fame? Remember his claim to fame? You into butt fun? Butt fun? Butt? Butt fun? Butt fun? Does he drop the butt fun in this one too?
We can get your Secret Service...
Those glasses are nice. I've been liking glasses lately. Dude, does he get to the butt fun? Or what? Does he bring in like a Sibian or something like that? Dude, is he still the same Howard Stern that we all remember? Or what? Playtest? I ain't paying $5 a month to play your 80s games. Are you kidding me? Well, I mean, if you play them, then you might as well, but not me. I don't play any games that make me sick. It's just where I'm at. This looks really good.
I've dreamed of this day for...
What was that called? Mindy Kaling's Velma? Oh my goodness, is that Velma? What am I looking at? I wish I... You seeing what things look like? Ugh. When's this guy gonna be president? Just get it over with. Just get it over with. Yeah. Okay, well, we've exhausted the news completely. This is straight up junko. We've gotten to everything we need to. Now let's get to something good. Road to Bali. Remember the Road 2 movies? Remember Wrestling the Gorilla? It's not so easy. When's this website going to go down? Or maybe it already has. Oh, the hell, let's play Irish Luck. You ever see a page like this? Manton Moreland. That's why this tab is saved. This tab. Oh, sick is tight. Let's get tight. Where's Mantan? Oh, no video? Cool. Ah, that's cool. It's just what I want.
When Banning put that gun on my back, I thought, sure.
Where's Mantan? Remember Manton Moreland?
Right.
You don't? Allow me to show you.
Before I got up here.
Here he is. The best of all time.
Do you know anything about this, Buzzy? Me? Yes.
Let's have him talk. I'm making a mash of this, boys.
You stay.
It's taking so long to load, it's making me ill. Do you like him so far? You know, I really like Manton Marlin, and I'll show you why. You remember how good he was in Irish Luck? Remember when he said this? Really? Must we?
Out of jail if you was wrong. But I can't be wrong. Do you remember those crooks we caught? You know, when you had the dummy up on the roof?
Yes.
Somebody in this hotel is a go-between for the hot bond racket.
Dude, I gotta hear Manton. Okay, well, I think we've heard enough. What did we watch? King of the Zombies years ago. Remember when we were growing old together? Remember those days? You know, oh, let's see where we're at here, biatch. Yep. Let me see. Pipe it. Keep it piping. Learn to pipe. Okay. Panzer, thanks for the 20. Donkey Kong again. Craig P, thanks for the 20 bones. Learn all the trades and learn to garden. It's just you out there. Worst case, your car runs well, your house is repaired, and you've got some extra food. All right. Like the stream, please. Could we please get it to 1,000 so at least people know that it happened before we leave? Is that a tall order? Surely there's 300 souls here that wish to be baptized. Oh, thanks again. Yeah, I hear you on that. Be prepared. Please like the stream or death is next. T.I., thanks for the 17 months. Yo, great seeing you guys in Connecticut a while back. Such a good time. Such a good time. Vrebot, thanks for the Sawbuck, pal. Liam Curtis, thanks for the 15 bones. Hey, Charles, are there any Bionicle sets that stand out to you? 8758 is rather telling for a kid's toy. Send it to the P.O. box and I'll put it together. I'll put it inside me. Gaozing, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Thanks so much for that. Please get to... We're screwed. Everyone's sleeping. I get it. We talk about heavy things. We talk about things that I guess are meaningless. Well, you know me. I'll put a dress on. If you want me to. Please like the stream. Please. We got some pretty good stuff today. The news really was disappointing. Yeah, we got to everything. Pretty disappointing today, I'll say. The scroll through was pretty brutal. I felt the chains. I felt hell. I felt the heat and the ice. I felt the snares. Please like the stream or the snares freaking put you to sleep. I think we did a nice one. I think once more we traveled to the Forbidden Zone. The Forbidden Zone. What is it? Wednesday. The family's coming back in a few days. Saturday. That's right. Thanks, Bleach. No stream on Saturday. Movie. We'll have to do a movie thing. Or maybe even a stream. I don't know. Maybe stream on Friday or something, or maybe do a movie. I'm trying to be consistent. I don't know. There's my answer. What do you think about that? I think we got some heavy stuff. I'll say it again that this really has done the most good, and it's given me a new way of thinking and a reverence for rituals and the liturgy and a bunch of the other, whatever you call these things. I don't know. But it's I really, really enjoy it. I really just do. I just love it so much. It's like Psalm 50 is all you need, generally speaking. I'll say that. I'll just say it. Publisher? I don't know. It's just maybe Saint Tikhon's Monastery Press, STM. This is by far the best one. I love it. It's by far. There's some good stuff. I got a bunch. But I'm just going to say it again. The prayer book has I've really been enjoying it. I love it so much. I'll say it again. Please like the stream. Can we at least get to 50? Oh, yeah. Prayer books are so nice. I'm just going to say it again. I like it. I think it's been fun tonight. We're going to have to do a movie Friday or do a stream. I'm not sure. I guess, I don't know. Shit, man. We have to have some consistency. Well, we'll do something. But I'm going to swing out. It's been really fun. Got to some very good stuff today. I'm really happy about the stuff we got to today. Very, very happy. A nice night. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming by. Thanks for your love and support. Really appreciate it. I'm going to swing it out. Keep on going. Anything else crazy? How's the Orthodox Bible, study Bible, with whatever, are like the annotations and all that, are kind of not good? You don't want any, maybe? I don't know. I just get a feeling like, why would I got the Spurgeon one. I don't know. I'm just curious. But everyone, keep it real. Oh, gow. For another 20 bones, pal. Thank you for your spiritual guidance. I was missing something to feel like the man I want to be. There it is. Thanks to you, I stopped porn and gore videos and stopped cranking my pecker. It is working on me positively. God bless, man. Thanks so much for that. Yeah, I hear you. It's not, this isn't moralizing or some puritanical thing. This is your birthright and inheritance we're talking about here, everybody. This is not moralizing. This is birthright. I'm saying, everyone keep it real. Thanks again. Thanks for coming by. Enjoy. My goodness. I'd like some nice Bibles. I want nice Bibles. I've been getting a lot of books lately. A lot of nice Bibles. I just want to say that. Just feeling some special Bibles. Well, I'll be into it. I got a bunch, but I'm always looking for, I don't know what I'm looking for. Anyone, keep it real. Anyone who's even bothering to listen, thanks again. Have a good one.